So 129-ounce can of peaches, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of regular sugar. I'm gonna be adding a touch of nutmeg in there and some cinnamon, a little bit of cornstarch, and about a quarter of a cup of peach flavored whiskey. Put all of that in a bowl and stir it all together. And now this is where my recipe differs from a lot of the other videos I watch. Most people, once they got to this stage, they made a crust, put the crust on top of the peach cobbler, and then put it out on the grill fully assembled. I really want to be sure that my peaches get a good amount of smoke, and if they're covered, they're not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is put my peaches out in this bowl. I'm going to take them out there, put them right on the smoker, and we're going to hit them with some applewood smoke to make sure that they get a good smoke profile. It's been about 15 minutes now, so I'm going to come out here and give them a good stir, see what they're looking like, make sure all of it is getting smoked. My intent was to drain these and not include all of the juice in the can, but I kind of accidentally did it anyway. I put a little cornstarch in there, but it looks like it's going to need some more. So I'm going to go ahead and make a cornstarch slurry with cold water and then stir that in. We got to get this a little thicker. So a slurry is just a mixture of cornstarch and cold water. You have to put cold water in there, by the way. So you just mix them together and stir it into the pie filling. I made that slurry off camera and stirred it into my filling. So I'm just gonna let my filling cool on the counter while we get our pie assembled. So I got my cast iron skillet, and it is time to add the crust. Now the crust that I'm using is a ready-made crust. It's made by Pillsbury. It comes in a little box. You see it in the either the frozen food section or the refrigerated food section, but you get 2 pie crusts in there. We're going to use them both on this one. This is another place where my recipe is a little bit different because most people weren't putting a crust on the bottom. It's a cultural thing for us. We like a crust on the bottom of peach cobbler and on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of these pie crusts on the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of spread it across and make sure it comes up the sides. Then I'm going to take a fork and poke some holes in it to make, to keep it from rising, get some ventilation as that heat starts to come up from the bottom. So I got my bottom pie crust all ready and everything, and I got my filling in it. So for the top, I'm not looking for a solid pie crust. I want kind of a checkerboard lattice kind of thing. So what I'm gonna do is take my other pie crust, square it up, take the round edges off, and then I'm just gonna cut strips. Once I got my strips all cut, I'm just gonna lay them across the pie in a checkerboard pattern. So after that, I dusted some cinnamon on there. I thought it would look good, but after the fact, I didn't like it, so I kind of wish I wouldn't have did it, but I just wanted to let you know what that was. So at this point, there's nothing else left to do but put this baby on the grill. The whole thing is ready. My peaches have plenty of smoke. So we're just gonna put the whole thing out on the grill and let it cook and meld together, come together for about 30 minutes. I'll check it on the halfway point. All right, y'all, it's been another 30 minutes, and taking a look at my peach cobbler, I know it's done. I know my crust is good. I can tell by looking at it. The filling has firmed up and everything, so it's time to take this baby off the grill and put it inside and let it cool off a bit. All right, y'all, so I'm calling this cook done, man. I hope you enjoyed this one. Check out the reveal right here. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next time on Ron on the Grill.